Well, good day, everyone. Another festive gathering with all of us here, and just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and season's greetings and all the festivities that maybe everybody wants to celebrate, and however you do celebrate it. And some people may not say Merry Christmas or season's greetings, but however you want to celebrate it, as long as everyone's kind of amongst themselves and celebrate the best way they can. Family, friends, gatherings. We're all here, and so 2022. Well, let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it already. I think we can all agree that it's been a challenging year, but just appreciate everybody and everyone around you the best way you can. I think that's what it's all about, right? And just be happy. I mean, happy as you can be.
It's hard to believe that it's been about a year since you launched everything.
It has. Wow. It's been a year, just less than a month. Beginning of January in 2022, and we've really come a long way with the Canadians with Disabilities and their allies. The Twitter Space channel. It's really come a long way. I still remember the very first guest that we had on the show, and just recently had her on, and that was our 100th guest. that was definitely nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think for me, it's just getting to know like all the relationships you build online. You know, and like before you reached out to me, like way back in January, I just kind of knew you as the 375 shelter guy, you know, and you probably knew me as the clawback guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been good getting to know you and getting to know everybody else online. It's been fun.
I find it just getting to know different people from interacting with them on the space. We've had a lot of great fun just chats and stuff, and just networking with people, getting to know kind of where they're at, and just being there for people when they've had some downtime where they don't know where to turn to. And that's why I find making the channel that way is a safe place for people to come to, and just to be there, and just to talk to people and for a common purpose. I think that it's so important to have a community gathering like that, and I wish that a lot more of that would happen in the future for other organizations to really come together rather than being so political and worrying about, well, he said, she said. Like, just come to a pass and be there for people and actually listen to like we always say on the show all the time, like lived experience, rather than these stakeholders and these gatekeepers and all that stuff, right? I mean, they put it all aside, people, and just be there for people and just listen to us.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is the big thing for me is that you've provided a platform for people to share their lived experience.
Absolutely.
And I think that's so important because a lot of people with disabilities aren't getting heard a lot. And I think it's just really important, that people have that opportunity. And the other thing too is, I really wanted to make sure that this wasn't all about just politics either, because I think if you're too heavy-handed, people will turn you off. So I think that's why I involved my son, and we kind of put some fun into it too, because you want to attract people with honey a little bit sometimes, right? And you don't want to have to hit people over the head with a sledgehammer all the time. So so that's the kind of the motive behind how the channel is, and I think it kind of screws with the metrics sometimes, like with YouTube metrics. Everybody's saying, well, how do you mix PW advocacy with food reviews and gaming and stuff? And it's, well, you probably don't, but we do it anyway. Yeah. So, but your breaking with Brent segments are really good too. I think those are great.
Oh, those are fabulous. Yeah. I really enjoy doing those, and thanks to Sonia too, over here.
Expert camera duty.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah, she does a great job on that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, let's do a breaking with Brent." And I said, "Sure, yeah." And so we just get the camera out and start recording. And I mean, sometimes people end up getting in the footage where maybe it's like, well, hey, but they kind of go along with it and they start laughing along with us, and it makes it for really enjoyable segments. And I've had the food segment of head managers of the stores. Hey, what are you doing here? But then they understand, and I tell them what I'm doing, and they said, hey, that's a fabulous, a concept what you're doing, right? You're bringing attention to the inequalities, right? The prices, how high they've gone, and they go higher and higher, right? That's what we talk a lot about on the on open mics and on the guests who I have on too. Like we talk about a lot of these things of how. What is the problems and how do we go about fixing the problem, and it's about lived experience and letting them understand, like listening to the problems of what people go through, because everybody's situation is unique, their own experience and what they go through. I mean, there might be some parallels with some people who have similar or maybe the same, but there's other people who don't, and so everybody's situation is differently, and so it's not a one size fits all. It's all it's like getting a stocking and you cramming a bunch of stuff in there, eh? It's like these lights, eh? I mean, you love these lights, people, but it's like cramming everything into one. What have you, Jacob? What have you've for you to reflect on this year? What have you learned from helping your dad so much? And before we kind of go to that, I want to thank you, Jake, for everything that you've done behind the scenes. Like, you've done so much helping with your dad on a lot of the editing and programming stuff too. But
he's my backup techie guy.
Yeah, you're awesome. You're awesome. And so what have you learned so far, just helping your dad, like going through some of the footage and stuff?
Well, I've learned that my dad is very big about the advocacy, about the clawbacks and all that. And I mean, it's been fun working with you, Brent, on your Working with Brents and all the segments we have.
I don't even think you've seen the last one I posted because you were at Oma's.
Yeah.
But it turned out good.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Well, that's good, and I've learned how to edit videos more too. So.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna reach over to Sonia. You're next. I know you're a little camera shy, but you're actually you're doing fabulous here. I mean, I want to thank you. I mean, also, right? I mean, you do a lot of my video shooting for me.
She's like the Steven Spielberg. Well, actually, I shouldn't say Steven Spielberg because he's the guy.
Yeah.
Who's the famous female director? I'm not sure. Anyway, Miss Spielberg then.
But you do a fabulous job on the filming. You get really close up where the audio, it really picks up. I mean, we did a few trial by error ones. It's like, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And it's like the noise, the overlay, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like too much wind current in the background. And there was a couple ones that we did. Unfortunately, it was But we live and learn, and we move on, and we get better as we grow. And so I just want to thank you for all your work so far. And there's definitely a lot more video footage to do, and a lot more Breaking with Brents coming up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a lot more fun ones.
Yeah.
Most definitely. A lot of these footage episodes I do, everybody, I love them because it's just a new chapter, and just a new part of a story that we do. It just kind of continues on. So another Breaking with Brent segment will be coming shortly.
Well, we always talk about shared experience, right, or lived experience, and I just think that those Breaking with Brents is just a really good opportunity to just kind of share your kind of your full personality, or because. Mm-hmm. I think the temptation especially for politicians, is to just quote PWD as kind of one-dimensional. We're just files to some people, right? Mm-hmm. And I think if you have something like a Breaking with Brent, it shows more of a three-dimensional person, and I think that's why I wanted to include that part of it, because we are three-dimensional people, right? And I think that gets lost with a lot of advocacy too. Is
Well, I find too, with doing the Breaking with Brent segments, like I say, there's going to be more to come, definitely, a lot more videos. But the reason why, too, I enjoy it so much is getting out in the community and just letting people see me getting recorded, and they're like, and it gets their curiosity going of, what are they doing? And so then they start listening, and they're like, oh wow, and then you can hear them in the background while I'm getting recorded, going, I never knew that. Oh wow, it's like a real eye opener. So it's like it's a kind of a domino effect. Remember the part we always say, well, kick one door down and then another door opens.
Yeah.
Well, it gets people talking because they start hearing these things, and then they start talking in the community, going, oh wow, there's a problem here, or hey, I never thought about that. It's interesting. I love doing that eggnog segment. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's fun.
I put it back on the shelf. Oh, what is this? 309. Oh no, put that back there.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And then was it Dan just recently did one? He showed me that, and I said, yeah, the other one's still sitting on the shelf at 309.
Yeah.
But
no, and I am looking forward to maybe getting, some maybe celebrity voices to back our cause a little bit. I mean, I know I've been picking on Michael Bublé as one, but there could be others, but I definitely haven't given up hope on that. So
yeah, when I laugh about Michael Bublé, it's funny, but it's actually true though. Like, it's finding like a celebrity that because he can really focus in on. He's a personal person. Like, he really focuses on the person, and like a celebrity would be totally awesome to basically get somebody on doing these videos and sponsoring.
And he does have that lived experience that I talked about, right?
Oh, absolutely.
With his family. So
yeah. Great.
So I guess this is a wrap for impromptu Breaking with Brent Christmas message, or I guess what is it? A video Christmas card?
It's a video Christmas card, and we just I guess we can all say Merry Christmas and
Merry Christmas,
everybody.
Happy Hanukkah to all the Jewish community out there too, as well. My son's a Jew, so
I am a Jew.
by birth, but by his mom.
But on every season's greetings, Merry Christmas, all the above to everybody, so that we're not leaving anybody out. So, like I mentioned, on however you celebrate the season, all the best to you. That'd be kind of to summarize everything. And let's see how 2023 will be a better year. I always say the next year is going to be better, but all we can do is look forward to it. And progress forward, right? And that's what we do, is make it better. Each year it can be better. They'll say, what did you learn from the previous year to do better?
Yeah.
To listen to people, to listen to more lived experience, to network with people, to understand where they're coming from, and do the best we can to try to accommodate.
And Christmas and even Hanukkah is often referred to as Festival of Lights, right? And I kind of see your show as kind of shining a light, right? I mean, it's shining a light on inequalities, but also shining a light of hope for people, right? Like give them something to latch onto, and because we all have hope for maybe 2023 is maybe the Canada Disability Benefit or something like that. I mean, it might be pushed out to 2024, but we all have hope for a better tomorrow. So.
Well, yeah, the Canada Disability Benefit. I still want to have the DIRB. I still want to see DIRB in the meantime. I know that the Canada Disability Benefit is going to take some time to develop. In my view, like a nonpartisan issue is, I think it can get done a lot quicker. I really do. Like the actual bill itself. In the meantime, any politician watching this, please implement DIRB immediately, like to help people so that we can have a brighter future. We can look forward to, being successful as other citizens in Canada. Like, nobody should be excluded, right? Canadians with disabilities. I mean, we're all citizens. I mean, so let's get this done and let's make it a better place. I mean, you got Surboat really quick.
Yeah.
So let's get Durboat really quick, right? But I want everybody to just enjoy this season, have a great time, the best way you can. The less fortunate ones, we're here for you. We're here to listen. Lived experience. Reach out. Come on to my open mic sessions. Let's talk, because we're here, right? And that's, like Neil said, it's opening a light, like bright light,
Let's all shine our lights.
Let's shine our lights, right,
Yeah.
for a brighter future,
Yeah.
because that's what it's about. It's you're creating a space for open mic sessions now. Right, it's on Twitter Space. I mean, as you all know, what's going on, right, with it. We can branch out to so many different angles, and if that does happen, we will keep everybody posted on how things happen, right? I'm not saying Twitter Space is going to go down for us, but if you never know in the future what happens, but if it does, then we're here, right? I mean, we can figure technology out and get things happening.
Especially with this guy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's one thing I've been hearing a lot on different open mic sessions. Well, what happens if I want to keep coming to your space? I enjoy coming here because I call it a second home or something. I'm like, oh. And so it's that community feel, Neil, that people say, well, they feel that that's where they want to be.
Yeah, and that's why, that last break-in with Brent was so nice, is that, I mean, I already got a comment on the video of somebody saying, it was so nice of us to share that because she wasn't going to be able to get out and to see the lights this year, right? So you're just, even something simple like that, you're giving somebody an opportunity to see something they wouldn't necessarily get out to experience themselves. So that's kind of nice.
And it's bringing the lights to them, right? And it's like bringing the show to the people, and they say, oh, I missed this segment. Well, then I say, well, go to Neil's YouTube channel and check out my past videos, and Neil, you do a great job on that. You're putting all those videos together. Wow, I don't know how you do it all so fast, and
it's a lot too. There's a lot up there.
There's a lot of work, you guys, that what goes into these segments. But I'm very grateful for all the work that you do on these segments. It's fabulous, and like I say, more of these Breaking with Brent are going to be coming up. Some of the Twitter Space open mic sessions, they may be modified here and there coming up throughout the season. But I try to keep them on a consistent basis for you guys. So starting in the new year or two, we'll be doing a few changes to the open mic. But yeah, I mean, but they'll still continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we sign off?
Yes.
and then just stay tuned for more voices at the end of the video, more PWD allies at the end of the video.
PWD allies, and a lot more lived experience stories, and I'm looking forward to a lot more of the videos that will be coming up with these.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, Canadian disability people and allies. This is Gregory Liverpool. Yes, the Gregory Liverpool. Your co-host with the most. Try to have a happy and safe holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Season's greetings. We know that 2022 has been a difficult time for the PWD and Canadians and Canadians with disabilities this year, but let's hope and pray that 2023 is the best year, starting of the best years to come. Have a safe and blessed New Year's Eve and a restful New Year's Day. So this is again Gregory from Winnipeg, Manitoba, a snowy Winnipeg, Manitoba, home of this team.
Hey everyone, Tom the VIVIC BC guy here. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and let's create a livable income floor for everyone across Canada. Bye.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays to all people with disabilities and our supporters and allies here in Canada and around the world. Cheers.
Hi everyone, Mike Morris here, MP for Kitchener Centre. I wanted to join in wishing you all a wonderful holiday season, while also recognizing that for so many of you, for Canadians with disabilities across the country, this continues to be a difficult time. We continue to have folks with disabilities living in legislated poverty. And if I have any hope that things are going to get better, it's actually because of all of you. It's seeing your advocacy from, over 18,000 people who signed that petition over a year ago, to everything I see online every day, to all of the briefs and the powerful testimony we saw at committee on C-22. That's what gives me hope, that not only are we going to continue to see improvements to this bill, but that we're going to get them to fund it. And we're going to continue to push. And I just hope you have some time with loved ones over the holidays, and looking forward to continuing the work together next year.